Hello and welcome. I am Charlotte Poir and this is Sense and Sage, a podcast where we share insights into dining without light, or rather without sight. Discuss matters related to blindness and visual impairment while we talk about life in general. So today, AK is with me to talk about the common question we get at Dining in the Dark Kuala Lumpur, that is, how to eat in the dark. Of course, we will also be talking about other matters that are important to us. Hello, AK.
Hello.
Right, so as a warm-up question, between chocolate and cheese, which do you prefer?
Honestly, I prefer chocolate
Oh, okay.
because I prefer dark chocolate.
Okay.
Precisely.
All
because
right.
I don't like nowadays. I don't like too sweet chocolate.
Okay.
So I prefer dark chocolate.
Okay.
Cheese for me is too much.
Why is it too rich or?
No, too rich and nowadays Malaysian everything they want to put cheese.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like last time they have pisang goreng with cheese.
Yeah.
Now they have even like drink with cheese, and then like noodles, like fried noodle with cheese. Oh no, it's just too much.
Yeah. I tried pisang goreng cheese, whatever they want to call it.
Yeah.
Tak sedap. Like,
It's not that nice,
Yeah,
right? Compared to the original one, right?
yeah, and then like I have tried tea with cheese. I'm like, what's the hype about it? Because
Yeah.
like you can't really, because I love cheese, but I don't like cheese that way.
It's too much, right?
Yeah, it's like you don't really get the authentic cheese.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, back to chocolate. So you said you like dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate as well, but like, do you have like particular preference in terms of, is it 75%, 85%, 90%?
So far, I only try like 60-something%. But soon I will try 80%. I know that they're also selling like 99% dark chocolate.
Yes.
Looking forward to try.
No, actually, it's quite nice. There's a Malaysian brand, and they have 99%. I've tried it. It's not. Some people would think chocolate is like bitter, but actually, it's not.
It's
but
not.
it's
Okay.
quite nice. It's quite nice.
Sure.
Yeah, and if you like the richness of dark chocolate, then you will enjoy it.
You enjoy the bitterness.
Yes.
Hint of bitterness. Right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Anyway, now back to the question on people's mind when they think of dining in the dark. How to eat in the dark. Do you have any advice or tips about that?
First and foremost, the guides here to explain everything, including how you're going to enjoy your meal.
Okay.
So if you go to other restaurant, it's not the same.
No.
People will not telling you that much. People will tell you, but not every courses, I guess. But here, we tell you everything, how to use the cutleries and everything.
So give an example. How would you advise if someone eat in the dark or they can't see, then they have to eat the food in front of them? What kind of tips would you give?
As simple as, bring the bowl to your mouth so you didn't drop your food.
Okay.
And just use spoon. As simple as that. Yeah.
But you can't do that, like if you, as a blind person, when you dine out, you don't really do that unless it's a very reasonable size bowl, right? So in that case, what would you say they can do if you can't see and you want to eat? Do you have any for yourself? Do you have any?
For me, if I enjoy, let's say if I eat some laksa or noodles, right? I eat everything first, which is the noodle and everything first. Then I just slurp with the straight away from the bowl. I don't care what people think.
Okay. All right.
Because that's how I enjoy the food. Worst scenario is I saw a few of my friends. They eat noodles. A blind friend, They eat noodles in fried noodle, not soup noodle with hand. So that's how they enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, but to me, I still can enjoy with the fork and spoon. So that's how I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like for me, because I mean, I can't see since very young. So I have been taught to, of course, use fork and spoon most of the time. So like eating rice is very simple. You know, you just have a spoon and preferably with a bowl, because a plate is like harder to scoop things up.
Yes.
And then if I were to eat with a fork as well, that is also very helpful, because sometimes like a piece of fish or chicken could be bigger, and then you want to stabilize it, so you put it on a spoon and then you stab it with a fork. So yeah, and like but for dining in the dark, I think one of the issue is some of our china is quite small, so to use both fork and spoon is quite tricky. Yeah.
It's tricky, but in a good way, it's help them, because we serve the food is boneless food, right?
Of course.
So easy for them. But for us outside, as a blind, if you want to use fork and spoon to eat a bone food with the bone, it's difficult.
No, I usually get people to debone.
Lucky you.
I tell you, when I go out for a meal with friends, usually I was like, can you help me debone? And then the other one that I love to eat is prawns. And then I say,
squid,
squid is
boneless food.
Yeah, but prawns you still have to take off the shell, because especially those like you know they say to preserve the taste of the prawn, it's actually
the shell,
like you have to keep the shell when you cook it. So I will get my friend, can you help me like take off the shell? So,
maybe in the future I'll ask my friend to do the same.
But have you attempted chopsticks?
Oh, I would like to, but I don't know how to use chopstick. I have no skill at all.
Right.
Maybe because I am Malay, so we don't use chopstick that often. Never use, I would say. Never use chopstick. So I would like to try, because one of my friends said the noodles taste better when you eat with the chopstick. I don't know whether it's true or not.
I think when you eat with chopsticks, you eat slower. And you don't
enjoy
and you don't overeat. Because it's like a finer way of eating in a sense, because you can only pick up so much with chopsticks. Like
you
not
have to
too
be
much.
really patient.
And then I'm usually don't use chopsticks, especially for rice. You know, some Chinese they'll eat rice with chopsticks. I don't know how they do it.
And they eat it very fast, you know.
Then you can hear ding 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 ding. But I can somehow manage with noodles. But it's harder when you want to pick up things inside the noodle. Like a piece of fish ball. How do you make sure that it doesn't run away?
It is a skill that I would like to learn one day.
Anyway, it's very interesting, because like for me, when I was very young, I went for camping in school. Because I joined the scouts. So we went camping, and then everybody was like eating with their hands. I never mastered that skills, because I think that is a particular skill that you have to in order to make sure that you get your food properly, and then you can like put it in your mouth. I don't know how.
To eat with hand, maybe because I used to eat with hands. As long as you have to make sure that your hands are clean.
Yes, of course.
So wash it properly, both of your hands. So easy if you like to use some. Politely we have to. Of course we have to use right hand. But sometimes if in order we want to take out the bone or want to open something, right? Sometimes we have to use the left hand too. But as long as you wash your hand before, so there's no issue. And for us, as a blind, it's a lot easier to eat with your hand, because you can feel the bone. You can know how to take out the flesh or the meat from the bone easily, rather than using the fork and spoon. It's quite tough.
I don't know. Back then, when I was young, this famous fried chicken, they usually serve with fork and spoon. Nowadays, if you go to their outlets, no more fork and spoon. So they say it's actually like tastier to eat with your fingers.
Maybe because when you eat fingers, the feeling or the moment you lick your fingers, that's one of the way how you enjoy it. Because it tastes it stick into your fingers, right? So yeah.
Maybe next time dining in the dark should have like a finger bowl for people to wash their hands. Yeah, because I think like even in some restaurants, if you're expected to use your hands, like example when you eat ribs or something like that, and you need to use your fingers and all that, they prepare a finger bowl for you to like wash your hands and clean your hands. Or even prawns, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we can consider that.
Sure.
All right, now back to dining in the dark. Sometimes people would leave reviews saying that their experience dining here gives them a glimpse of the life of a blind person. As a blind person yourself, what is one thing that you want sighted people to know when it comes to living without sight? That you think maybe people, they should know, but not many know about it?
Okay. I want public to know that being blind is not the end of your life. Okay.
True.
You can enjoy a lot of things.
True.
Because I like to go outside. I like to walk alone. Sometimes. So I'm just a blind. I'm not a paralyzed. I'm not being harsh, but to tell the public that we are able to being independent, so we can go anywhere, everywhere, as long as we are able to reach by maybe if you are totally blind, you just use a blind stick and you just walk around.
Sure.
If you lost, ask people. Don't worry about it. Public need to know that being blind doesn't stop you to do anything.
True.
So you can enjoy like outdoor activity,
Sure.
like rock climbing, wall climbing, something like that. We also sometimes we go for hiking. So we just need maybe better to have a company with the blind. So it's not like it just make it easier for the blind. Just being the eyes for the blind, so we can do everything. As long as we have someone to help. Someone willingly to help.
Sure.
If you need anything, we also ask for help. Don't be shy. So for me, it's as simple as that.
I think that's very important because that brought to mind a conversation that happened in Dining in the Dark. I overheard this couple. The lady asked her partner, would you be afraid if suddenly you become blind? And I can't remember what he said. I mean, I was busy, but I thought that was a very good conversation because a lot of people, we come across adult blinds, and when they become blind, the first thing that they feel is like very disappointed, very frustrated, and worry that they can't do anything like what they used to do. And of course, like you said, the public also think that when you're blind and then you just sit at home and wait for people to
feed you.
Honestly speaking, I have encountered many situations where people will ask me questions like, who takes care of you? I'm like, why do I need anyone to take care of me? Like I can take care of my mom too. And like you said, we live a very active life, some of us, and we have blind parents with young children. And then like in Malaysia, I know this lady, very good cook. And she cooked very well with the traditional, like the Asian style of cooking, no talking oven or no talking microwave. But she
traditional way.
She still cooks. Good. Thanks for bringing up that point.
Sure.
And I think to me, I'm glad that there is such a thing as Dining in the Dark Kuala Lumpur. Before this, most would think that the blind only work as masseurs, teachers, or nowadays telemarketers. But here we have blind people working in a restaurant. So I strongly believe that the right setting, and if the employers are willing to make appropriate adaptations, blind people can work in many different jobs.
I agree.
So here's a question for you. If you could choose a job your ideal job, what would you be? I mean, we don't care whether you can see or you cannot see. Like, what would you want to be?
Before this, I love sport a lot, but I don't focus on it. I just love, if I have a chance, of course, I want to be a sportman.
Oh, okay.
Then recently, I met, since I work here, I met a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Different countries. So I would like to be, it's nice to be their translator. If I could learn so many languages,
right.
it would be my dream.
Oh, okay.
So maybe I can do translator or maybe traveling abroad also, right?
Sure.
So yeah, there is one of my
think
things to do.
That's a feasible dream. You can start learning Chinese. Yeah. Because that was my dream when I was in school, that I will be an interpreter or translator. I just love languages, and I want to be interpreting for people. And I don't know, like you said, it's very interesting because you get to learn the different cultures, you meet different people, and you go to different places. But recently I have been thinking about, like, if I could see, I might want to be a surgeon.
Oh, nice.
Because I'm too curious. I like to, I want to know our anatomy. I want to see what's inside, and how it works. So
why in my mind I always like scary image,
Really? So then when I told my mom, the mom said, "Do you think you can overcome the fear of cutting open a frog and things like that?" So I don't know. I've never done it, but I thought, because I'm very inquisitive and I like to know, like how things work, or people talk about the heart has like different ventricle, they call it, and different compartments in your heart, and then all the valves, all the aorta and whatever.
So you can be either surgeon or you work as a maybe forensic officer or something.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, thanks so much. Well, we have come to the end of our podcast for today. Thank you, AK, for spending your time with me here.
Thank you for inviting.
Okay, I hope to have you back because we have more topics to talk about. And thanks to all of you out there for listening and watching. We welcome your comments or questions, so do let us know what you think by emailing us at senseandsage@wellnessgroup.com or via our social media. I'm sorry you might be hearing a lot of noise today. It's a busy day here at Dining in the Dark. So anyway, we hope to see you again soon next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.